Hello and welcome to my Enjoy Dream Experiences class. Today's topic is Remember Dreams, New and Old. Our goal today is to bring your hopes and dreams, new and old, to the forefront of your mind so that you can start living out your dreams. While we're together today, we'll go through some questionnaires to help jog your memory and help you to recall some old dreams. We'll create some dreaming prompts to bring forth some new dreams to the surface. And we'll also do a future projections web so that we consider and lay out some goals for the more distant future. So for those old dreams, let's do the questionnaire to help you to jog your memory and recall the old dreams. So grab a pen and some paper and write these down. Write, when I was a kid, my favorite thing to do was blank. Next write, I dreamed of blank. Then write, some of my favorite childhood memories are blank. Next write, I would love to get back into blank. Now write, as a young adult, my favorite thing to do was blank. And then next write, I dreamed of blank. And this is talking about your young adulthood. I dreamed of blank. Some of my favorite memories from young adulthood are blank. And last but not least, write, I would love to get back into blank. So look through your answers and consider, what do these reflections and these memories inspire me to experience? And then write, these memories inspire me to finally experience blank. And with any of these blanks, you can always have more than one thing. So it can be like this, comma, this, comma, this. So a couple of things so that you can write down whatever comes to mind. All right, so for our new dreams, we want to go through and create these creative dreaming prompts to bring new hopes to the surface. So write these down. If I could do anything within my town right now, I would go to blank, experience blank, and eat blank. Then write, if I could do anything in my state right now, I would go to blank, experience blank, and eat blank. And then write, if I could do anything in the world right now, I would go to blank, experience blank, and eat blank. All right, so next we're going to do a future projections web to consider and lay out goals for the more distant future. In the center of your page, write in a circle, when to enjoy, and then circle that. So then draw 4 little short 1-inch lines going out of that circle. So you have the circle in the middle and the lines coming out like the little web as a kid. You can have them equidistant so you have some space. Then for each one of those lines, write this week. The next line, write next month. The next line, write this year. And then the next line, write next year. Now look through your writing exercises and consider some of the small experiences that those exercises and the things that you wrote, some of the smaller experiences that they would inspire. Then you want to assign each of these experiences to your when to enjoy categories. The ones in your neighborhood may be able to be enjoyed this week. Maybe the ones for that require more planning would be best done maybe sometime later this year. All right, so now that you've taken time to remember those dreams, new and old, you are in much better position to now go out and live out your dreams. All right, so I'd love to know, how did you enjoy today's class and what questions do you have for me? You can let me know in the comments below, or if you'd like, you can save your questions for support group or for coaching. Either way, I look forward to supporting you along your journey. All right, Thanks again for attending, and I hope that you have a blessed day. Hello, and welcome to my Dream Experiences class. Today's topic is to resolve whatever's stopping you. So our goal today is to learn how to break free from discouragement so that you can live out your dreams. While we're together today, we'll cover how to break free from discouragement, how to deal with dream killers, how to cancel out negativity, and how to advocate for our dreams, as well as ways to assess the obstacles and find a way. So first, let's talk about breaking free from discouragement. Sometimes we can be discouraged by negativity, whether it's our own negativity or family or friends' negativity. Usually dream killers dumping out a list of reasons as to why we can't. So to cancel out all the negativity, it's helpful to consider why people can be so negative in the first place. People are usually negative because they doubt the possibilities for themselves, and thus they doubt and limit everyone else's situation too. So don't let their personal doubts and their limitations limit you. You can cancel out their negativity with positivity, and you can cancel out all the reasons as to why you can't with a list of reasons as to why you can and why it will work. Now, this is not a list that you need to share with them because they'll probably just come back with more negativity. You just want to continue to think about this list in your heart and your mind. So yeah, cancel it out with positivity and all the reasons as to why it can work. And while they're busy focusing on the wall that they see, which is very unfortunate for them, you can then turn around and focus on finding a way and finding the open door. Sometimes we can be discouraged by waiting for others too. Sometimes we wait for others to get on board, to sign off on our dreams, or to advocate for our dreams on our behalf. But you've got to be honest with yourself. You're the one that has this dream. You're the one with the vision. You're the one who sees the potential in it. And they literally don't see the vision in the same way that you do. So since they don't see it like you do, they can't have the passion that you have. They aren't the best person to trust to make your dream happen. You have the dream. You have the passion, and so therefore you are the best person to fight to make it happen. So to overcome the barriers, you want to assess the obstacles to find a way. So we might think that we have financial limitations. Maybe we assume that, I just don't have the money to live out my dreams, so yeah, I can't do it because I just won't have any money anytime soon. But the truth is, we do have the money. It's just being spent on something else. The question is that something that we're spending the money on more important than you living out your dreams? Take some time to consider how can you save some of that money toward your dreams. You can find a way to lower your expenses, to save every dollar that you save in a special account that's specifically for living out your dreams. And that money will add up. The more you save, the faster the amount will accumulate. And then, well, there goes your money right there. So time limitations. We might often assume that we don't have the time to live out our dreams right now or in any time in the near future. But the truth is that we do have time, but we're just using it for something else. So the question is then, is that something that we're using our time for more important? We want to consider how can we get some of that time back? Try to find a way to schedule time off in advance so that it'll be approved if you're working and you need approval. Another tip is to reduce your expenses so that you'll have less money to earn. That means you'll have less hours you have to work in order to earn that money. And then that also means that you'll have more time in order to live out your dreams. So we might think that we have some independence limitations. This might be true for parents with small kids or anyone with no private transportation or also anyone with physical limitations. The assumption is that, well, I don't have the autonomy to live out my dreams the way that I'd like, so the dream's over. But the truth is that just because we don't have the autonomy to live out the dreams the way we'd like doesn't mean that dream has to just be gone. We can just make sure that dream aligns with our current level of autonomy. So the question we need to ask is, how can I enjoy that dream with the level of independence that I have right now at this point? So do your best to find kid-friendly options, to invite maybe a family member to join and babysit while you're there on vacation or whatnot. Or you could invite someone to join so that they can assist with any physical limitations. So it's always better one in the hand than two in the bush. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Get as close as you can to what you want and live out your dreams. Remember, you can do this. You have the dream, you have the passion, and you are the best person to fight and make it happen. So cancel out any negativity by creating a list that says ways that it can work. Make sure that you're saving financially as much as you can over time and do what it takes to make your time available. Be flexible and try to get as close as you can to what you want and go ahead out and live out your dreams. All right, thanks again for attending, and I hope you have a blessed day. Hello, and welcome to my Dream Experiences class. Today's topic is to get creative for daily enjoyment. So our goal for today is to find creative ways to live out your dreams each and every day. While we're together, we'll cover how to live out our dreams over time, how to enjoy our dream experiences from wherever we are, how we can enjoy our dream experiences with a low budget or with no budget, and how to live out your dreams each day. So to enjoy dream experiences from wherever you are, so you can enjoy the food, the sights, the music, and the feel. You can enjoy aspects at separate times over a longer span of time. So you could schedule one dream experience per day. For example, if you want to have a beach from home trip, you can do boardwalk rides one day. You can do a beach travel video another day. And then on a different day, you can do some audio sounds from the beach. And then on another day, you can head to the pool. You can enjoy your dreams with a low budget or no budget. So as far as food, you can find a recipe or a prepared version in the frozen section of the grocery store and just make all these foods at home. As far as the sights that you see, you can just watch a travel video on Netflix or on YouTube, or you could get the videos from the library too. As far as music, you could listen to the music on YouTube, get a streaming service on Spotify, and open the window and get the sounds of nature as well. And as far as getting that feel, you could go to similar style restaurants and you can have a smaller scale experience, like maybe a 1-hour boat ride instead of a big old cruise, or you could do some simple neighborhood outdoor music. So I'd love to give you specific suggestions, if you have questions on how you can kind of transform that idea into a simple experience that you can do at home. Then share one or two of the experiences that you're interested in the comments, and I'll see what I can do to suggest any ideas to help you enjoy that experience each and every day. So if you can use guidance on any of these things, just know that I'm here to guide you, and you can find more details on my website, which is trulythrivinglives.org. All right, thanks again for attending, and have a blessed day. Hello, and welcome to my Dream Experiences class. Today's topic is to make your big dreams a reality. So our goal for today is to learn how to make even your most ambitious dreams a reality. While we're together, we'll go ahead and plan out some of the details. We'll make your goals achievable, and we'll set aside time to live out your dreams and some ideas to help you save for your dreams. So you can make your dreams achievable. To make them achievable, it's best to do things like plan. The more you plan, it starts to feel real, and you'll start to see more clearly the path that you'll need to take to get there. And you'll begin to see that with research and with time and saving, that it is achievable. So make time. Things start to feel more real when you have a schedule, a goal date, and a time period to travel. Also be sure to start saving. When you pinpoint the actual amount that you're going to need to save and break it down into digestible, doable savings plans, then you can achieve your goal. So plan out your details. Decide on where you'd like to go, how you'd like to get there, which airline you want to fly to that location, or if it's a train or if you want to drive. What's the best time for you to travel there? You want to consider this cost-wise, when's the best time to travel, and also to avoid any inclement weather that you might have to fight with as far as cancellations. So what's the best time to travel there, and then what's the best time of year for you to enjoy the things you'd like to enjoy? When you'll have all those events, the right weather, the festivals that you are hoping to enjoy, where would you stay? And which specific cities or areas or landmarks would you like to visit while you're there? How far apart are those areas geographically? Is it going to be easy to travel between those places? And what's the best way to get from place to place? Will it be a train? Will it be a taxi? Will you have to rent a car? Are you going to be able to have a permit to drive in that country? Which hotels or hostels are nearby that you'd like to stay in each night? Then think about how much it'll all cost. While you're looking up your answers to these questions, keep note of the cost and the days and the hours that these places and these transportations are available. And then add it all up so you can get a rough estimate of how much you'll need in order to save and enjoy all these things that you'd like to do there. Make sure you're also setting aside time. How much time are you going to need total? How long will you need to be there to really fully enjoy the experience? Write a basic itinerary of all the areas and places, events, things like that you'd like to go to. Make sure to pay close attention to the hours and the days of these events, in the places and areas they're available, so you can see how it can all come together. And then once you have an idea of how long you'd like to be there to enjoy everything, just schedule the time. I highly suggest too, taking off of any responsibilities that you have a day in advance as well, and also do the same for the day after you return. So basically a free day before and after so that you can transition very easily between regular life and your vacation time. You'll also want to save up some extra money and some extra time for the unanticipated spontaneous interests. I suggest at least one whole day of free time so you can use that day if you find something else you're interested in doing. And I suggest that if you have work that you want to take off early, put in that time request early, maybe even a year in advance, whatever it takes so that you can more easily be approved. And if you have no paid time off, say you're a gig worker or you're an hourly employee, try saving for yourself over time the money that you would need for the household expenses during your time off. You can also reduce your expenses so that you can have less work hours that you have to work during that time period where you live out your dreams. And if you can, try to secure a work from home job so that you'll have far less limitations. So when saving for your dreams, do the math. You're going to kind of work backwards from the total amount that you're going to need. So if you have the total amount that you know you'll need to go enjoy that experience, then divide it up by however many months that you want to then be saving for. So if you know you have to save for, you know that your thing is in 5 months, see what you can do to divide that up over, I suggest actually 4 months, so you have a little extra time just in case something comes up. And you could calculate how much you want to save by the week or by the day too. And that makes it a little bit easier and it feels a lot more digestible, and you can avoid kind of spending the money throughout the week or throughout the month and then not having it. So if you kind of pull it out every day, then it's much better. So then save what you need over time, lower those expenses and increase your income, save every dollar that you have in a special savings account, and that money will add up. The more you save, the faster the money will accumulate so that you can get to living your dreams sooner. And while you're saving, you can still be getting excited about your trip. Look for more details on other areas and other mom and pop shops that you want to visit. Look for any outlet converters that you might need for electronics to plug them in a different country. You'll want to look into how your cell phone will work in that other destination of choice. You want to try to see how the currency exchange is and how to prep your bank account to use your money abroad. And you want to look into who might be willing to cat sit. And be sure to enjoy the aspects of that experience each and every day while you wait and while you save so that you can live out your dreams now and you can enjoy living out your bigger dreams and aspirations soon in the future. So you may have noticed earlier that I said that my family and I will live with 12 healthy habits in order to enjoy a better quality of life. So then, enjoying dream experiences is just one of the 12. We embrace all these healthy habits so there'll be less bad habits to sabotage our efforts to obey God and more good habits to support our success as we aim to do all that Yahweh has called us to do. For all these healthy habits, I offer guidance via videos, workbooks, classes, and support groups to help you to implement and stick with each habit. So if you could use more guidance with any of these habits, just know I'm here to guide you, and you can find more details on my website, which is trulythrivinglives.org. All right, so I'd love to know, how did you enjoy today's class and what questions do you have for me? You can let me know in the comments, or you can save your questions for support group or coaching. Either way, I look forward to supporting you along your journey. All right, thanks again for attending, and I hope you have a blessed day.